Hi, I'm Budatif. Today, I would like to share with you what I've learned in college this past 3 weeks is object-oriented programming. I'm in my second year of computer science, and one of the subjects we learn is object-oriented programming. We can call it OBB for short. So what I need to tell you about this object-oriented programming is a method or technique that can help design a program using classes and objects. So why do we need? So what is actually the use for it? Well, using it can help make coding more readable, understandable, and maintained much easier. Big software can be easily written and managed easily by. Elements can be divided in diff parts, making it simple to solve. Having the ability to decompose a complex problem into small chunks, and programmers can reach their goals much faster and easier with it as well. But not all this can come easily without disadvantages as well. Well, the method or the technique need proper planning every time. The design can be tricky, and then you should be well skilled and have enough experience with it. And classes tend to be overly organized. Now that's the reasons and the cons and pros. So but before we move to the main four elements of such programming, I need to explain important concepts in object-oriented programming. One, classes is a set of objects which shares a common characters and common properties and attributes. In many ways, the variables, data types, objects are real-world entities such as a pen, chair, table, and computer, watch, and etc. In programming, we mean data types, variables, and many more. Small time use data. Methods are functions that can serve an objective and can be from a mathematical equation to a print from or a scan. Constructors are a specific kind of methods that invokes to construct an object. Basically, going to define an object and define a data type outside the mainframe of your program, and just input an object by setting something considered as an object inside the main without the need for mention it inside every time. Okay, the pillars of object-oriented programming are the most important four, and the most important things to know about how to use them. How to use this one. Inherently, it's a mechanism where one of classes acquires the properties and method from another class. To be simple, inheritance is literally like saying a child inherit the wealth of his parents. Hence, where our child is the subclass and the parent is the superclass, where it has the main methods and the main objects in it. Now, polymorphism means many forms. In Java, it allows single interface, method name, or object type to be used to represent the different underlying forms or implementations. To put an example is by making a simple program that print what kind of prompt we can use, and the kind of prompt that falls under the talk action. We can use the cat, dog, or a human to represent the method. Abstraction is about showing only the essential information to the user and hiding the complex implementation detail. It focuses on what an object does rather than how. For example, is like the car pedal. You know when you press on it, it accelerates the car. But when you don't know how the mechanical format happens, the mechanical functions happen inside the hood. Encapsulation is a mechanism of bundling data, variables, such as variables and methods that operate on the data into a single unit, which is a class now. It also involves a restricting direct access to some of the object components. To put this in an example, is basically doing the medical pill capsule that you take as one of your meds. You interact with the outside shell while your body interact with the inside body. Now for the advice that I might be asked for, the one information I might ask for, what kind of software I can use with, what kind of software we can use such a technique on. Well, any code error can actually do the job. as long as you have the latest version of Java and you use GTK and its GTK file, you can do basically everything. For myself, I use IntelliJ for having the simple ability to just have the GTK connected to it and have both Java and GTK files connected to it directly without even trying to make an environment. And you cannot just stop at Java. You cannot just like construct yourself on Java. You can just use Python, C++, or C#, JavaScript itself, JavaScript as well, Swift and Ruby and PHP. Why PHP is an option? Nobody's using that shit. Well, at the end of the day, I just want to tell you this method can help you make plenty of projects for yourself. I myself gonna use this for like trying to pass the subject and not fail, because my professor was used to be called the kind of a hard man to deal with, especially with his exams. And go by yourself, learn from other codes, or code with yourself using whatever forms in GitHub or either a website, and just program, because the only way you can learn this is by constant performance. So yeah, that's the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'm Buddha Titu, and see you next one. Goodbye.